This is Bob Sansevere with TwinCities.com, sportswear producer Kevin Cusick. Kevin, I got to say, I was impressed on about many things in the Gophers' loss to Wisconsin. The thing is, though, this team is beyond moral victory, so there is no such thing as that. And I would think they're going to be, as this season goes on, and even after the season, they'll go back to this Wisconsin game and think about the question, what if they didn't have all those turnovers? Could they have made a difference? Could they have had a chance to win?
Sure. I think what we've learned is that Wisconsin, Ohio State, and Michigan State are the three best teams in the conference. But the Gophers did have a chance had they done anything on offense, but almost any time they gained any traction, there was a turnover or some sort of misplay. But they held Wisconsin to 20 points, and that was a winnable game for them. And is it a moral victory? Would have been a moral victory if they were able to successfully keep the Badgers from chopping down their goalposts as they courageously tried.
They kept them from one. They protected one. They couldn't do anything about the other one.
They should have planned it a little better, but of course, maybe they should have shown that level of fire and spirit during the game.
Well, I will say this: if a team still is talking about moral victories, you haven't hit that next level yet, because there should be no such thing as a moral victory. And frankly, what's going to be interesting is what happens with Michigan State, and just how good a bowl game they wind up getting, whether they win or lose that game, because it's certainly going to be above the level they've been the last few trips they've taken to a bowl game, and that's a big plus for them.
Yeah, I could make the argument that Michigan State is the best team in the Big Ten, and they have a lot to play for, because if they need to beat the Gophers to enhance their chances at a BCS Bowl. If they beat Ohio State in the championship game, obviously they're going to the Rose Bowl. But they still have a chance. If they beat the Gophers handily and lose a close game to Ohio State, they still can end up at like the Orange Bowl or the Sugar Bowl. So they have a lot to play for.
They do, but I also wonder, will they be looking past that? Because Ohio State is certainly a much bigger game looming out there than playing the Gophers.
Having watched Michigan State a couple of times this year, they can look past a little bit and still beat this Gophers team. Their defense is the best in the Big Ten. Darqueze Dennard, their star cornerback, may be the best defensive player in the country. The Gophers weren't able to score in Wisconsin, and Michigan offensively. Michigan State has a better defense than Wisconsin.
That's a daunting task.
So we're looking at like the Texas Bowl, perhaps. Maybe if they get lucky, the Gator Bowl. But after all the excitement or whatever, they're still going to go to kind of a Midland Bowl against, let's say, a Midland Big 12 team. Not what they were looking at.
But at least they're not going to a Lowlyland Bowl. Lowlyland? They're not going to go to one of the
Motor
worst.
City. No
Motor City. What they normally do is go to one of the worst. So they moved to the middle. The next step has to be the
Anytime you can avoid Detroit in December, that's a plus.
That's a big plus. That's right. Kevin Cusick, always a pleasure talking to you about just about anything.
Or talking at me.
That too. Thank you very much.